Hey guys, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts, and today's share for the 11th of February is brought to you by me here on CCC on the Charming Custom Crafts YouTube page and Facebook page, and find everyone else's and mine either on Charming Custom Crafts Facebook page or on Instagram as they're added. This month's theme, of course, is Love Is for the month of February 2016. I thought I'd do something different. I actually had majority of this done on Super Bowl Sunday, the 7th, which is also my brother-in-law's birthday. He turned 40, and I wanted to make him something for him to commemorate, thank you, his sports days, and with his two sons, one that's now into it as much as he was, and one that's going to be starting sports. In tiny little leagues to start with the youngest, and the older ones going towards middle school or in middle school. I don't know. Anyway, so this is made from the good old sport line with Graphic45. I chose not to do a regular album. I did an album that was base made because I wanted it to last for a very, very long time. So, considering it's going to be his years from being a small child himself through college, because he played through college, and then his son's now playing from 5-6 years old till I think he's 11 now, and then their youngest one will be 5 in March, so he's starting to play in the little kiddie leagues. But my brother-in-law played basketball, football, rugby, and he loved golf, and his son plays soccer, football, and I think basketball. The little one, I don't know yet. They'll probably put him on a little soccer team or something. Not sure if his son played baseball. I know he didn't, but he got a scholarship to his college with sports. He's good too. Might have been able to go into the NFL if he didn't blow out his knee his senior year in college. Anyway, I'm sitting with it on my lap. The sun is coming down, so there might be some reflection of light going through it. So. Okay, so here's the album. There we go. Here's the album. Here is the main page in the paper pack. I didn't do too much to it because I didn't want to. I had to take this out. It's like a hairband with a metal piece. You can probably put some chipboard here if you wanted to. It's just kind of more of a canvas and already made chipboard. I didn't want to have to worry about it. I wanted it to be secure, as I said. In the main picture, it's got these stamps, and what I did is I took the stamp sheet and I pop dotted it up. Now I might be putting some glossy accents in some area. I know I have the high school letters in black, and I know I have them in purple. The purple obviously wouldn't work, but I may put a black one in here. It's kind of felt. I used them in my son's graduation layouts, if you go back to those. And then I took some of the cards that were lined up around the side of this picture. There's like 3 and 3, I believe. And I put some in that I thought would fit them, like with the football. And I pop dotted those so there's 7 dimension, as you can see my nail going underneath it. And then, bear with me because this is a pretty good album. And then if I open up the page, here is the page on the left side. I used some chipboard lettering, some, what are they called? Alphas. Trying to remember the name of them, but everybody's looking for them. Anyway, I used some of the postcards in different ways. I had to add some paper to it because I wasn't about to pay for their like polka dotted type paper that's coordinating, because it's too much. It's already too much colors that coordinate too much design, though. With this being a guy one, I stuck with kind of the flag, because this is like kind of 1940s, 50s, when the sports started getting rules more in depth and when they were being more adapted and become an American pastime. So I just made a pocket. It's all lined in black on the inside and outside. And I made a pocket, and let's see if I can pull these out. I made a pocket, and there's just one with the belly ribbon here that opens, and there's a belly ribbon there that he can put a picture in, and of course journal, and this also flips up for him to put another picture in there. This is part of the front covering the pocket down here. And I tried to coordinate some plaid with it because there is quite a bit of plaid in this design. I took some some stickers and stuff. I didn't want to overpower it with too much, which I know it's already well designed with a lot of different patterns. So I wanted to keep some of the stuff just flat into itself, because I already sent them a white gel pen on some other things if you watch my videos. So I just took scrap pieces. The chips I didn't put in it because I did not want it to be too thick. I'll be using those on Father's Day cards and birthday cards for guys, because it's a little bit easier in a card to put 1 or 2 pieces on. You'll also see that I used the cutouts and then the tags and envelopes as you go through. So this one is also a belly ribbon on this side with a sticker. And I usually, even with the stickers, if I want them to last a lot longer, I'll put extra tape on it. And then here's another one that has like a belly ribbon piece, of course, in the end. And this is one of the tag pieces that slid. And I try to keep some of it simple. Again, so he can write, he can put some of his stuff to it, to college days, like schedules, tickets, scores, pictures, maybe him and friends. So that's that one. But there's a pocket up at the top, a pocket tag at the top. And then I have like baseball stats, baseball, original baseball bats that were official with the league way back in the day. And it pops up a little bit so that he can put something in there. Though he didn't play baseball, his son does, I believe. And then of course there's a belly ribbon where he can put something in here with leftover scraps. And it has a quick little tag at the top that says, "Let's go team." And I know this is taking a while, that's why it may be 2 parts, just to warn you. And then on this side I used the newspaper part and made sure it was even with both sides, and that way I had the title of like a newspaper with actually the title and design of the Graphic45. And you can see that I put photos mats down, and it's open at the back so he can put it in. And I used a little piece here so he can use it for a photo corner. And then the same here. I did put one of the cards on that are in like the borderline, a scorecard that he can put in his scores and stuff in here. On the next page, I actually went back and pulled some of my football paper, and I put star player. And then I put one of the pocket tags in here, and took some coordinating paper that you'll see that I pulled and used with it. So he could, again, you can use it for journaling or pictures or whatever, tickets. So I don't know what his football number. I keep wanting to think it is actually 45, but I don't know. But I just left this one alone, and he can write what he wants on that postcard piece. And again, you can clearly tell it's from the 40s and 50s, though they don't show the helmets used to be just in leather. And then if you can see, there's 2 more tags here. Mats and tags throughout them. And they're belly ribboned on one side, so he can put stuff in that. Kept it simple. And then there's a spot on this one where he can put something in there. Use the same colors from the football paper that shows a play. And then, of course, these pieces are photo corners. He'll be watching this video. I've been dying to put this up, but I try to share the days on the page. I have quite a few people that have been doing it with me. So there's no pocket big tag in the back on this one. But there is on this page. Put that over here. And of course you can see the lights starting to come in here. And this one has a belly ribbon, and of course it has one of the sticker tags. And again, I put tape on the back to make sure they stay. And then I put another scorecard, and then I took this piece, it's actually 2 pieces, and I left it, put it on black paper to make it pop more, and then I pop dotted it. And then I put a border of the sticker down at the bottom. And this one does have a big pocket tag. It's sticking a little bit because of the other ones. And you pull this one out, and it's just pretty simple. This one is adhered down so he could put such a larger picture. Usually it's a 5x7 from sports that they get. He might have a 3x5 they can fit it in. And then again on the back it's pretty simple. Let me see, I'm trying not to shake here. See if you can see that. There we go. So that's that. And up at the top I used the tags on from 2 different sticker sheets. And then you'll see that I made some of those as well. And I have the dies for it, but I wanted to make sure it was all the same. So I just used that as a template. On this page, it has a map page. And these are just straight adhered. These are adhered on the side, and he can stick something down in there like tickets, a schedule, whatever, giveaways. He can even put stuff in here from going to games himself. And here's a sticker. I matted it and then glued it partly down. And this is a very busy background. As you can see, it has all the different sports. I try to put in here things that he used to do and emphasize that, like football, and then like golf, and you'll see some rugby things in here. And of course, could either be rugby or football, though there's a mega cone. I can't even think. I did cheerleading, I can't even think. Not myself, I coached it. Anyway, so you have that, and I just did some basic mats. All the mats basically are in black that go in the slide pockets and such. There's a belly ribbon, if you can see. And then on the back, once again, I use that same sticker. And that goes tucked underneath. Keep it pretty simple, giving him as many spots as possible to put in as many things as he can, from playing himself, his son playing, and going to games with his son. Another belly ribbon here. And then on this one, it's just a piece here that it is adhered all the way down at the bottom. And then I left it out here so that he could put whatever here. I love the black against it. It just pops. And you can see where the plaid is in the design of the paper. And then, of course, he's got places to journal along that. And on this side, it's lineup. I could have put alphas on both sides, and I chose that it'd be too much. I mean, it's already been very busy paper. I put alphas up here that are popped out of. They're a copper type color to go with the whole color scheme. It lines up more with the bronze, with a burgundy type, and this is my paper that I pulled out because I didn't want it to totally match. I have two tags here with photo corners, and then if you flip it over, there's a place for him to put whatever he wants. This one's adhered completely down. So he can journal, he can put a picture or whatever, and they should still stick out with this sticker here. And again, I tape all my stickers down to make sure they stay down. And this is just a blank page, and I left this page tag blank so that he could put what he wants on it. And the interruption, I'm sorry, that was my son. He wanted to ask me a question. Anyway, I left this piece black because that would give him something he can put something bigger on if he'd like. And hi, Mickey. Meow. He's meowing around and rolling around. He likes to get dirty and dip balls and lay in it. Anyway, so I left it as is so he could put a larger picture in, a larger piece. Also, so he can size up this pocket belly ribbon tag here. And you can see it's a belly ribbon. I use the border here. I added a sticker here. And if you see this paper right here with the dots on it, the polka dots, this is actually the back half of it. You could do a schedule if you were a teacher. You could do it so many different ways. I put this piece up just slightly here, and then this piece has got a slight edge to it, and then this is not totally in. This is one of those pockets that came, and if you see, I could put it directly behind it. And this one goes in as well. And I tried again, you know, where it says like racing, rugby, skiing, track, whatever. I think he might have did track too. But if you can see, it goes up and under. I put, for this pocket tag, I pulled two. And I just left two alone. He can move them to other places, but I thought maybe if he wanted to move them or leave them as is. Places to journal, places to put whatever to it, tickets. There's another place where I have a pocket. And I left him to where he could put that one over in it. On this one, it does have a pocket tag. If I can pull it out. Hold on a second, it's sticking. This one I put the baseball border on it, and I put a scorecard in here, but I left it open on one side to where he can use it as a photo corner or holder for any type of certificates or whatever. And then I put the baseball theme on the back here, because I know if anything he takes his son to games. So that is that big tag in the pocket there. This one I left pretty flat. It's already busy enough. It's hard to keep continuously coming up with things, so I wanted to get a little more creative. Reuse the plaid in the back. I took the little poster pieces and I left the border on it up here. And I just took some photo corners, and then again, like the type of hand-drawn illustration with the words in the back. I just left it around here, and I know it's a little bold with a lot of flashy busyness, but I wanted to leave that up here to where you focus more in here because the colors coordinate here, where I left it just black here, so he can write whatever he wants. He can put whatever he wants in the middle. On the right side is the football fields with the yardage. I tried not to cover up all the numbers, but you can clearly see them if you get close enough. And here's one of those pocket tags that he can take the tags that I just showed you and put it in here, or he could put ticket stubs. And then I took a remainder amount of the newspaper print, and I specifically cut it to where it was like looking straight across. And he can put little photos, all he'd like. If he has any 35 negatives, he can put it in here. He can put little photos, little cutout pieces. He can write what he wants in here, whether he wants to write a lot or if he wants to put one letter, the school, whatever, all the way down. And then for the vice versa for this. And so that was that page. And let me see, I think I have a pocket. I got a pocket, I believe, on the other side for that one. Yeah. So on this side, I wanted to go a little more drastic, but sort of boring, but it still pops. So I took a couple of the paper from the newspapers. It's more of like little sections, like classifieds or articles that were cut up and laid over. And I double matted those. And I had put glue or tape right around this edge. And the same with this. Made a belly ribbon on some of these and put alphas in that old doll. Well, it's kind of shiny to it, but it's like a doll copper. And then it has a pocket up here that I'll get to. But there are 2 photo tags, journal cards, of course, with a belly ribbon on this side, and the same on this side. It's also a belly ribbon on this one, and it's the same for this way, just a different direction. So he's got those 2. So I'll put those in. I'll get a pretty long video because I'm not going to separate them. And then you pull this big tag out. And it's a pretty sizable one too, and it's got like track, skiing, racing, football, soccer. And this flips up so it can help hold down whatever he wants to put in. It says victory. And then on the other side is, once again, what was left on another of the secondary sheet. You get 2 sheets of each, and I used that at the bottom. And it's also a pocket. So he can stick in as much as he can, and you guys know as much as I do. See if I can finish this. I keep getting interrupted either by my son or my daughter. My daughter's picking up some groceries. So here's that one pocket that goes in the memory section page. I may not be able to get this one on so easy. Or in. It's winning for me. I'm sitting under my tent. All that's left at the top of the tent with all the winds and rain. I know, go ahead and yell at me for quote-unquote complaining compared to the snow. I had my years growing up in snow, so who knows, I might be going back to it with the next orders. Anyway, so I did open this up to where he can also stick towards here and in the side here. On the last inside basic page, I used some of what I consider wallpaper, because when we were young, that was like wallpaper. Or sheets, comforter sets. And then I used a little plaid. I could have darkened the edges, and it's already so dark I did not want to push it. I made photo corners, and then I stuck some stickers on again. And then, of course, I used another postcard. This one had more tennis and golf, though. I played tennis for years. I was in a tennis league with a friend growing up. And then again, I used this piece for a pocket, and then I coordinated with the background. And this tag has a belly ribbon. It says take me out to the ball game. And there's a belly ribbon here with, again, that same sticker there. I'm going to try to make sure it stays in focus. So I wanted to make sure whatever goes in the pocket stayed in the pocket more securely. That's why I brought it up a little bit here. And, of course, he can journal on whatever he would like here. And then, of course, there's another size here. I tried to make it to where he can put different things just besides pictures. Belly ribbon here with a ticket. And then this one is completely adhered down with a postage stamp. Again, I tried to emphasize on what he likes. Even like here, if you look, I tried to keep to what he liked and cut off the other sections. I think he's gone skiing too, so he wasn't on a ski league. And then this tag up here, pocket tag, it's pretty nice. It's a good size, just blank where he can put whatever he would like. And the sun is now reflecting there. With another tag here, ticket tag. And then again, I put a little piece here. It does open up a little bit here for him to pocket something here. That was left over when I showed you those tags here. I cut those out and then used scrap pieces here. And then there is one more center pocket, big pocket. And then we're going to the last 2 pages, and I pulled out some vintage paper that coordinates with the colors, though this blue's a little bit off. I put a little pocket tag here. but it wasn't really a pocket tag. I made it into a pocket tag with scraps of the plaid. And there's a lot of plaid. There's 2 tones of plaid already in it. I just added a third. I know my dad used to wear plaid, but this was a big thing back in the day, especially in sports, and of course golfing is big about that. Rugby is too. I made a little banner using my punch, and then I used black and then some of the stickers. These are all little little bitty brad nail heads, and then I put one through the back here. So this is all down to where he can put whatever up in here, and then these are photo corners up in the edges here, so he can use that for a certificate or whatever he'd like.